in large measure due to the watchful eyes and cooperation of a number of civilians and citizens that reported what they knew and saw, and certainly with the cooperation of 3 law enforcement agencies, 3 state police agencies, 3 prosecuting agencies. Beyond that, in terms of the facts, I want to refer to Susan Morrell. She's with the Attorney General's office for the state of New Hampshire.
Thank you. I'd like to echo those thoughts. First of all, I'm just going to make a brief statement. I'm not going to take any questions at this time. I would like to echo those thoughts of thanks to the public for their interest in this case and their caring. I know that they overwhelmed the Maine State Police with their tips and their compassion, and it was the result of one of those tips that we were able to bring this case to court today. As you know, the body of Camden Hughes was found on Saturday in South Berwick, Maine. Our office was notified because it was so close to the New Hampshire border. But yesterday, the information that was put out to the public by the Maine State Police with the description of the suspicious vehicle paid off, and that tip resulted in finding the truck that was identified by the Maine State Police. A citizen located that truck, identified it at a rest stop here in Massachusetts, and the Massachusetts State Police took over at that point and did an excellent job in collecting information and more facts for us to pursue this case. It quickly developed yesterday, and we determined that the homicide had occurred actually in New Hampshire, involving this body of Camden Hughes that was found in Maine. So it was, in fact, the excellent cooperation of several jurisdictions, law enforcement agencies, and prosecution agencies that led us to this successful conclusion. And we'd like to thank the public and everyone involved in that. What's going to happen now is that Ms. McCrery is going to be transported to New Hampshire. We expect to have an arraignment this afternoon in the Portsmouth District Court, and from there we'll proceed with our normal process, which should be an arraignment, an appointment of counsel, and then probably we'll schedule a probable cause hearing in the District Court in Hampton when the court has time available. So that is where we're headed right now. And I don't know what time the arraignment will be exactly, presumably about whenever we get there, sometime this afternoon.
Susan, what does death by asphyxiation mean? The medical examiner ruled it was death by asphyxiation. That's how Camden died. Can you explain? Was he smothered to death? Was he strangled to death? What can you tell us?
I'm really not going to answer any questions in regards to the facts of this case. The investigation clearly is in the very early stages, although we have sufficient facts to make an arrest and pursue the prosecution of second-degree murder against Ms. McCrery. But since it's an ongoing investigation, we're not going to comment on any of the facts or how it's developed beyond what we've already seen.
Are you looking for anyone else? Is that she killed her son in New Hampshire and dumped his body in Maine? That's what you are saying?
We're saying that the homicide occurred in New Hampshire and the body of Camden Hughes was found in Maine.
Will she be on suicide watch in New Hampshire?
I'm not going to comment on anything else. Thank you. We're going to head to Portsmouth.
Can you spell your name before you...
It looks like we're going to have an arraignment at 1:30 in Portsmouth.
What are the elements of second-degree murder that she needs to prove?
She's charged with alternative counts, one of a knowing second-degree murder, that she knowingly caused the death of Camden, and then one recklessly with extreme indifference to the value of human life.
Why second degree and not first?
I'm not going to comment on any of the facts.